What's up, beautiful people? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. My name is Cherie. If you are new here, hi, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you again for coming to this side of the internet and watching my videos. Hi. Today we're going to be talking about my September TBR. I'm going to go over a couple of things, and let's go ahead and get started. Can you sit down, please? Sit down. Let's start with my read-alongs that I am doing and buddy reads. So first thing first, I will be reading the second book in the Vagrant series. This is by Peter Newman. The first book I thought was really good. I enjoyed it. It's definitely not a book for everyone. I saw on Goodreads like a lot of DNFs. The first one I really enjoyed. The writing was really beautiful and very detailed, and a lot of people don't like that. So not everything has to be descriptive, you know, I get it, but ma'am, lay down, there we go. I'm buddy reading this with a coworker, Naquan, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. Like I said, not everybody is going to love this. I don't know. So after a war, after, you know, everything goes to shit, the society goes to shit, everybody is just out to fend for themselves. So we have a vagrant who is mute the entire time. So the main character does not talk. And again, that's why I say a lot of this is not for this book, this series. I definitely don't recommend for everyone, but he is carrying a sword and a baby, and he has to get this sword and the baby to a specific area, and meanwhile he is being, you know, people are stealing for him and trying to kill him, there's also a goat, and the goat is a character. I feel like the goat kind of broke up the seriousness of the book. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. And so I will be starting the second book, which is the Malice. The baby is now older. She didn't have a name, and one of the characters throughout the book does name the baby, so we get that in the first one. But you're still left with so many questions, and until the end, it's like, okay, then what? But like I said, the main character is mute. He's carrying a sword that is somewhat alive and a baby, and you don't know why he needs to get to where he needs to get to, but everything kind of not necessarily comes together at the end, but you definitely get some answers at the end, and I really enjoyed it. The next one is going to be the N.K. Jemisin read-along that I'm doing with Gabby from The Curious Owl. We'll be reading The Killing Moon by N.K. Jemisin. This is the first book in the Dream Blood duology. I don't want to know what this is about. It just says at the top, the city burned beneath the dreaming moon. I know a lot of people, based off of feedback, like they don't like this series as much as the other series, but it's N.K. Jemisin. I love N.K. Jemisin. She is like everything to me. So I'm definitely going to be reading that. The next one is the Zora Neale Hurston read-along with Brandy from Books with Brandy Shanae. Seraph on the Suwanee. I think I butchered that, but that's what we'll be reading. This is a chunker compared to what I'm used to. So there's always a timeline in the back of Zora Neale Hurston's books. 360 pages. That's kind of a lot for her books. So this seems like I wish I can see this. Lord Jesus, just like threw your head in my lap, huh? But this seems like a book that's going to be about a woman finding her place in the world while battling the struggles of marriage and finding someone. So we'll get that romance aspect within the book as well, which maybe it's going to be a toxic ass marriage. I don't know. I know that after reading Zora Neale Hurston all year, like, we know Zora's been hurt by somebody. We don't know who, but it's, you know, her books always have trauma fueled in it. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. And I love it. I love it. It's like sipping tea, you know, but somebody gonna get hurt, and I don't know if it's gonna be a great marriage. All right. Also for Octavia E. Butler, I'll go ahead and put the book here. We'll be reading Dawn, book 1 of Octavia E. Butler, Xenogenesis series. So this is book 1 of the Xenogenesis series. This is very much sci-fi, aliens, speculative fiction, and horror. Okay, so I do apologize for those people who do not like horror, but Octavia E. Butler is very sci-fi horror. So it says Lilith Ayepo lost her husband and son when an atomic fire consumes Earth. On the last stage of the planet final war, hundreds of years later, Lilith awakes deep in a hold of a massive alien spaceship plotted by the Onkali, who arrived just in time to save humanity from extinction. They have kept Lilith and other survivors asleep for centuries as they learn... God, this is giving me Mind of My Mind flashbacks. Oh God. As they learn whatever they could from Earth. Now it's time for Lilith to lead them back to the home world, but life among the Onkali on the newly resettled planet will be nothing like it was before. Oh God. Oh Lord. I just, after reading Octavia all year, this is about to be gruesome, weird, very sci-fi. And I'm here for it. Like, I'm about to have a fun time. No lie. Like, no lie. Alright, so, those are all my buddy reads. So, the next part of my, reading for the month, my focus is going to be manga and books for Hispanic Heritage Month, or Latinx month. And so, I have a few books here. I am going to read Silver Nitrate by Silvia Moreno-Garcia, and that is a book that I'll probably start today, honestly. I will also be reading my favorite book in the entire world, which is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And so I'll be reading this. This book, I read it every single year, sometimes twice a year. It really reminds me to just trust the journey. This book and The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama and Howard C. Butler, MD. These two books I read every single year, and it just reminds me to trust. Things happen to you, but continue to trust the journey. Continue to trust that you're walking in the right direction. This is not a book that I would say you should read on a surface level. Like, take each word, like, really dive into it and what they're trying to say. I wouldn't read this on a surface level, because then you're not gonna get it. I don't think. Oh, the dog hair just, baby. The next book is going to be The Daughter of Dr. Moreau. Oh, God. Can you sit? Sit down. Here. I'll make a spot for you. Here. Sit down right here. Right here. Right here. Luna, get out of my face. Girl, come on. Go right here. You know, that works too. And just fall in my lap. That works. Okay, the next book is going to be Daughter of Dr. Moreau. I think that's how we're saying it. Anyways, so I do know that this is about a doctor who is either a genius or a madman. And the daughter is having to battle and overcome some of that. I believe it is set in, like, off of Mexico somewhere. I don't want to spoil it for myself reading the synopsis. A lot of the books I like to go in and just have a good time. Like, I don't want to know what it's about. I'm going to read it, especially for authors that I know I really enjoy. I'm going to read it regardless. Like, I am. Thank you. Thank you for laying down. Appreciate it. The next book is going to be The Spanish Love Deception. This is by Elena Armas. I'm not sure if I'm going to love this. This is about a girl who said that she has a date for a wedding that's located in Spain, and she ended up getting some boo in the United States to travel to Spain to pretend to be her boyfriend. I don't know if I like that, because just don't lie out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, how old are we? There's no need to lie. I don't like that. It shows a maturity. It shows that you ain't got your shit together. And it shows that you are trying to impress somebody that you shouldn't be trying to impress, okay? That's what that shows. And so, I don't like liars. I don't like people that, you know, wake up and say, I'm just going to tell a fib. I don't know what I'm going to do for this wedding. But, oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, come on. I get it. But I don't like that. It shows a lot of immaturity. But I have the book. I own the book. I got it from a free little library, and I will put it back when I'm finished. Probably. Oh, God. Y'all, it's like she turns her body and just plops her head right into my lap. Okay, so that is some of the books that I'll be reading for Hispanic Heritage Month. Am I doing? Come on. There. Okay, there we go. Lay down. Lay down. She's pouting. Oh my God. Anyway, dramatic much? Dramatic much? Okay, and so those are some of the books that I'll be reading for Hispanic Heritage Month, and I'll be reading some more if I finish everything else. Say hi. Hi to the people. Say hi, people. And so I am going to attempt to participate in 30 for 30, which is hosted by Bree from Lockbooktition and Ashley from the Bookish Realm. Again, I'm going to attempt to complete it. This is why I don't include my dog into my videos, because she is a very clingy dog. And it's like, not even just, oh, I want to be next to you. No, I want to be in your face. I want to be in your face. Luna said, no, not my face. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to read Death Note. This is the all-in-one edition. It does come in a slipcase, and it's around 1,200 to 1,300 pages. This is, I believe, 18 volumes, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I'm going to attempt to do 30 for 30. It's just a busy month. If I can read maybe 100 pages a day, I might make a dent. Maybe 75 pages a day, I can make a dent in it. And so it's just a lot of like really big books that I'm reading. Speaking of, another buddy read that I'm doing is this is The Veiled Throne by Ken Liu. This is the third book in the Dandelion Dynasty that I'll be reading. I will also be reading Echo of Things to Come. This is by James Islington. I read the first book with some friends and I loved it. The Shadow of What Was Lost was so good, but the second book I will also be reading this month, and I'm really excited for that. The Veiled Throne is still good. I'm still following the characters, but I feel like I'm making small dents in reading that. Let's see. The next book is going to be Valor by Gwynne. This is the second book in the Faithful and the Fallen series. I did not care for Malice at all. What I will say is like the battle scenes, Gwynne got it down. Gwynne can write some battle scenes, and I appreciate that. But it just wasn't given. It was slow. not good. I did not enjoy it. And so that book I will be reading. Lots of thick books, and I don't know how I feel about it. Let's go over some of the ebooks that I'll be reading as well. So I read Anna Dressed in Blood. This is by Kendra Blake. I read this because I was able to get an ARC from Macmillan. They have come out with a 10th edition book for this book, and so they revamped the cover, and so I was able to get that. I will also be reading The Book Eaters by Sunyi Dean. This is the book for the Full Moon Book Club, and so I have an ebook for that. I will also be reading, that is going to be, for the most part, my reading month. I am just hoping to get to everything. I don't know if that's possible, but, you know, when we start going into the holiday season, of course, my reading is going to start, the amount that I'm reading is going to start to go down. I'm going to be working more, I'm going to be doing a lot more things, and so I'm expecting my reading to kind of dwindle for the rest of the year and just have some more great reads. But I am trying to read more arcs and trying to read more and trying to get those finished in a timely manner. That is my goal, as well as, you know, celebrating whatever we're celebrating for the month. So those are the things that I'm focusing on this month. I'm glad that I have such a variety of my genre. I have not just physical TBRs, but I have ebooks, which usually in the past it has always been physical TBRs, and so I'm glad to just have I'm glad to have variety this month. I will say that I'm kind of excited for that. I'm really excited to get into Death Note. But that is it for this video. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching my video. I really appreciate it. Until next time, bye everyone.